and congratulations on deciding to apply for a Pinnacle Foundation Scholarship. My name is Maddie Weeks and I am a current Pinnacle Foundation Scholar. Please watch this video in full before beginning your scholarship application. I became a scholar this year and I can honestly say that being a part of the Pinnacle family has made a huge difference in my life, and I would not be where I am today without Pinnacle's support. As a Pinnacle Foundation Scholar, you will not only receive financial support, but you will also receive the support and guidance of a mentor that is specifically matched to you and your needs. My mentor is a source of wisdom and guidance, not only in my career and my studies, but in life as well. And aside from the financial support and mentorship, becoming a Pinnacle Scholar opened up a big, caring and supportive community, who we refer to as the Pinnacle family, who have cheered me on every step of my journey. I look back to when I was considering applying for a Pinnacle Scholarship, and I remember thinking that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't confident enough to ever believe that I would be selected as a scholar, but I'm so glad that I did it. And looking back now, I'm just so happy that I just did the application. And I say to anybody watching this video now, you are good enough. You are deserving enough of a scholarship, and we can't wait to welcome you into the Pinnacle family. In this video, I will answer some of the key questions that we receive around the Pinnacle Foundation Scholarship Program. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to our program manager at applications@thepinnaclefoundation.org or review our website. You'll be able to meet our scholars on the Our Scholars page, read more about the great people who make up the Pinnacle family on our Family Hub page, and find some of the most commonly asked questions on the Scholarship FAQs page.
The main question we get asked is who is eligible to apply for a Pinnacle Scholarship. Firstly, scholars need to be at least 18 years of age and younger than 27 years of age on 20th of January in each year for which the scholarship is sought. You must identify as LGBTIQ+ and be an Australian citizen or permanent resident. You must be planning to study full-time next year at a public tertiary institution like a public university or TAFE. For further details on our scholarship, please visit the scholarship information page on our website. We'll automatically match you against our available scholarships. Once you're ready to begin your application, you'll need to have the following information on hand. 1. A copy of your academic results to demonstrate that you've achieved good or reasonable scholastic results given your circumstances. 2. A headshot of yourself for interview identification and website use. 3. Proof of Australian citizenship or permanent residency status if you were born overseas. 4. If you are not currently enrolled in tertiary studies, an indication of where and what you intend to study full-time. And 5. The details of 2 professional referees. Your referees will only be contacted if you are successful in getting to the interview stage and only after you've been interviewed by the selection committee. The selection committee will check in with you to ensure that your privacy and safety are protected. It is very important that you supply us with all of the information we require, as we will not be able to consider your application without it.
Our scholarship applications open on the 1st of July and close on the 31st of August. You can submit your application at any time between these dates, but we cannot accept applications outside of these dates as we want to give all applicants an equal opportunity for their submission to be considered. If any of the questions are unclear to you and you are unsure on how to respond, please email our program manager for help at applications@thepinnaclefoundation.org.
Now, one question we often get is, can I save my application and come back to it later? Yes, thank goodness you can. If you are filling in our application and you feel like taking a break, you absolutely can. Just remember to hit save each time you update your form. Once you are happy with all your responses, just click submit. And it's really important to only submit your application once you are completely happy with your responses, as changes cannot be made after you've submitted the application.
One piece of advice I would give is to encourage you to be open and honest in your responses. Your application will only be viewed by a qualified selection committee. The Pinnacle Foundation ensures that all information received is treated with the utmost regard to privacy and confidentiality. We want to get to know you and understand your journey, and your application will allow us to do that. There are dedicated selection committee members assigned for each state and territory who read your application. They are guided by the eligibility and selection criteria and assess the information submitted by applicants. Keep this in mind when writing your application. Ensure that you include enough information and substance so the selection committee can get to know you and your journey. If the word guide for your response suggests 200 words, try to stick to this. Very short or very long answers make it difficult for the selection committee to properly assess your application, and you may end up missing out. It is also good to remember that even if you have applied for a Pinnacle Scholarship in the past, you are welcome to reapply again this year, so long as you continue to meet the eligibility criteria.
If your application is chosen for the interview round, you will be invited to an online meeting with our selection committee who will ask you questions about your application, about your goals and aspirations. Our selection committee are friendly members of the LGBTIQ+ community. They have lived experience of many of the situations and circumstances young LGBTIQ+ Australians face when navigating studies and life. The purpose of the interview is to get to know you, not to quiz you on your application. Be on time, be honest, and most of all, be yourself.
Successful applicants will receive a phone call in early December to advise them that they have been successful in securing a Pinnacle Foundation Scholarship. They will be asked to fill out some forms to confirm their availability to attend a virtual induction weekend to welcome them to the Pinnacle family. This will be held on Saturday the 28th and Sunday the 29th of January.
We often get asked if you need to pay back your scholarship, and the answer is no. In your first year as a Pinnacle Foundation Scholar, you will receive $8,000, and in subsequent years of approved full-time study, you will receive $6,000. The Pinnacle Foundation Scholarships are multi-year scholarships, and they are designed to support you throughout your studies. The funds awarded are not loans.
Funds will be provided via a debit card. 60% of the funds will be transferred to your debit card at the beginning of each academic year. The remaining 40% of the funds will be transferred to your debit card mid-year, once you have submitted a transcript of your satisfactory academic results and we are satisfied that you have met the requirements of the Pinnacle program. These include meeting regularly with your mentor and responding promptly to Pinnacle requests. As an educational charity, to meet the expectations of the donors and partners who are funding your scholarship, you must spend at least 50% of the scholarship funds awarded each year on education and study-related expenses, with the remainder able to be spent on wellbeing expenses that support you in your studies. You must keep receipts to show that at least 50% of your expenses have been education or study-related. Education and study-related costs include the purchase of technology or software to support your studies, textbooks, uniforms, clothing or shoes associated with your course, student union and professional association fees, and public transport student concession passes. You will receive more details on what you can use your scholarship funds for when you begin your scholarship.
Our applicants often wonder what the Pinnacle Foundation expects in return. All that we ask is that you do your best to represent Pinnacle, respond promptly to our requests, communicate open and honestly, and work towards achieving your dreams in your career and life. Our vision is for a more diverse and inclusive society with visible LGBTIQ+ role models. We provide educational scholarships, mentoring and opportunities for young LGBTIQ+ Australians to realise their full potential and overcome challenges arising from their identity. We support young LGBTIQ+ Australians to succeed and be champions in their chosen field. We believe that education is a key pathway to success. We want to equip you with the necessary tools for success: financial support, mentorship, and a community that believes in you and provides opportunities to support you to realise your dreams. We expect our scholars to embrace learning, support one another, give back and have a go, celebrating successes along the way.
Pinnacle Foundation Scholars come from many different backgrounds. They are pursuing varied career paths and are working to overcome challenges arising from their identity. We celebrate the diversity and individuality of our scholars. We also believe that community is key to success, so we want to create a sense of belonging for every scholar. The Pinnacle Foundation family is here to help and support you on your journey. Your scholar peers will often become lifelong friends. I wish you all the best with your application. Be brave, be bold, and have a go. I did, and it has been the most uplifting and life-changing experience. We look forward to getting to know you and welcoming you into the Pinnacle family.